Shalom. First and foremost, I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahar Kwakadash. Double honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, One West, who pioneered this truth, and also for the men who gave their life for this truth. Then Yahweh Shai shall arise first. Shalom to the Bayath Dawadah, which is the house of David, the 144,000, the elect. And shalom to the Akim out there pushing this word with all truth, sincerity, and diligence, teaching us the lost sheep of the house of Israel, or the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, and the confusion of faces that have been scattered abroad. It's the brother Kazal Riyah from the Meneval 12 West Coast, coming back at it again with another video dealing with World War III, man. All right, and basically, man, all right, World War III is in a manifestation, but Moab is getting ready for war, man. All right, and basically, this article from CBS News, mysterious train in Beijing sparks speculation of visit by Kim Jong-un. Now, whether or not Kim Jong-un is actually visiting North Korea or not, we know that North Koreans are actually there. All right, because the article says a mystery train pulled into Beijing on Monday, and immediately the word on the street was that it came from North Korea. And then it says it might be carrying the leader Kim Jong-un, which, I doubt it, because Kim Jong-un is a pretty paranoid individual. All right, but it might be him in there, or he could be carrying diplomats to further strategize with China, because China. Let me get the article out. All right, China is making moves to all right, so China is making moves against the US dollar, all right, because they got the trade war going on. So basically, an economic war eventually leads to a real war, where a military war. All right, China tries to lift yuan's profile with oil futures. All right, so the Chinese are making moves, are making money moves against the US dollar. All right, here's an article from RT. Death of US dollar. China launches petro yuan to challenge greenback's dominance. So they're already making moves against the US's economy. All right, which the US. One thing I learned in grade school, one of the history teachers told me this on the side, is that the US depends heavily on their petrodollars. Right, that's the only thing that's giving the U.S. currency any value is the oil. All right, so the Chinese, they're going on and they're combating that by making a petro yuan, making their money backed by oil. So now the U.S.'s currency has a competitor. All right, and the reason why it all ties in together is because these Moabites are mobilizing themselves against the daughter of Babylon, which is America. All right, and Esau, Satan divided against Satan. His kingdom will be brought to desolation. All right, and that's actually his spirit. But the brother posted an article dealing with money. But Satan divided against Satan. Matter of fact, I'm gonna check the article out real quick. But just get this out real quick. Satan divided against Satan. His kingdom is going to be brought to desolation. All right, the Russians are about to are making moves against America because NATO countries are kicking out Russian diplomats, which is a big red flag indicating that it's about to be a war. All right, because when countries start kicking out diplomats, it means that diplomacy is now off the tables and that military action is inevitable. Right? Military action has been inevitable, man. Even the Russian president warned about this about a year ago, that the situation is heading towards a place where nobody wants to be, that could jeopardize the world, which, it's all going according to plan. Esau won't be able to weasel his way out of this, whether it's from the East Hemisphere or the Western Hemisphere. They won't be able to weasel their way out of judgment, man. Because World War III, Armageddon, is a biblical prophecy. All right, but going into what the article the brother put, let me just pop. All right, so basically, the article is dealing how the 1% is basically stealing all the money from the middle class people, man, from the consumers, man. Which is why when the economy collapses, because you got these countries, they're making moves against the U.S. dollar, all right, which is gonna further cripple our economy, or not our economy, but this country's economy, all right, this wicked ass kingdom's economy, right? It's gonna hit the consumers. It's gonna hit the majority the most, man. Right, because the article says the 1% grabbed 82% of all the wealth created in 2017. Right, so basically meaning that that all these people, just your normal average Joes, they're going broke. Meanwhile, the rich are getting richer, man. Right, which it's the same thing that's always been going on. It's nothing new under the sun, man. All right, ever since Esau's been ruling, that's just the way it's been, man. The rich get richer and the poor get poorer. Because when the wicked are in authority, the people mourn. All right, but Esau being the end of the world, Jacob's the beginning that follows. So when the righteous are in authority, right, when the Israelites are in authority, the people rejoice, man. All right, because we're gonna be living in a righteous, fair vibration to the world, man. Right, people are gonna get their share. Right, even though we're still gonna be on top of everybody, but you're not gonna have people starving anymore. Right, the whole world's gonna live in peace, man. It's gonna be like the days of Solomon. All right, but going back into World War III. All right, the Chinese, you had a few months ago that the Chinese started mobilizing troops to the North Korean border. They mobilized 300,000 troops to the North Korean border, so they're getting ready to back up North Korea. All right, which I believe the whole alliance terms with North Korea. All right, I believe it's all superficial, man. I think when shit hits the fan, doesn't matter if the U.S. attacks North Korea first, or even if North Korea attacks South Korea or U.S. first. All right, I think China's still gonna back up the North Koreans, man, because the Chinese know that if they're divided, they're gonna fall. All right, that's what the Chinese know. The Chinese know this. The Chinese aren't stupid, man. All right, they may be Moabites, but they're very strategic, man. They're not gonna sit there and watch the U.S. these Edomites, these fucking devils, take out their brethren, which is Moab. All right, they're not gonna sit there and take that, man. They're gonna move against the U.S. All right, the Russians, the Russians might not get involved. The Chinese, they're gonna get involved. The Iranians, I believe they're also gonna get involved. It's gonna be like a domino effect. And, ultimately, the Russians are going to get involved too, if NATO starts beef with Russia, right? Because it's basically those Eastern European countries that want to fuck with Russia, man. All right, those European countries that are trying to fuck with Russia, like Turkey and all these other countries, they're trying to fuck with Russia. So basically, man, like if the way I see it, because Revelation 17 does talk about how the other countries, the 10 horns that are in NATO, all right, that represents each country in NATO, how they're going to turn on the beast. I feel like America's going to go to war with China and North Korea, all right, and I believe also Iran, right? America's going to go to war with those, and the East, or the Europeans, are going to go to war with the Russians, and they're going to want America to join forces with them. But America's probably not going to want to fight against Russia because they know that the Russians will tear them apart. So that's when the European countries, the European Union, the 10 horns, is going to turn on America and destroy them, man. That's just my prediction. I'm not prophesying that. That's just my opinion on how things might play out. All right, don't take it for a prophecy. The Lord could have it happen however He wants, you know what I'm saying? But like, anyways, basically, man, this video is to show you that World War III is manifesting itself, and brothers out there, man, brothers in the comment boards, you know what I'm saying? Like, brothers that ain't pushing this truth as hard as they should, man, y'all better start picking it up, man. All right, this ain't the time to be lukewarm. This ain't the time to be slothful, man. We entering Jacob's trouble. We entering the days of sorrows, man. All right, the Great Tribulation, man. We're entering those days. Right, we're literally, stepping foot into those days, man. So brothers out there gotta get hot for this truth. All right, you gotta, just get more harder for this truth, man. All right, but with that, I'm gonna give all praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, for blessing me with another topic to do a video on. All right, Shalom Akio.